50 pairs of these just came in today. And they're going to be available for Cyber Monday if this works. We're trying it out live, somewhat live, because if you don't see this video, then something went wrong. But if you did see the video, then it went right. And it's also quite not correct that 50 are going to be available, because one's going to be for Robert, my shipper. So that takes us down to 49, and then you take one for my tax guy, because he's more important to me than the rest of you, so that's 48. Because he get me like big tax money, so you'll never get me as much money as he will. So sorry, but he gets first priority. Anyways, if you look up here, we've got no lights up here, and we've got an LED strip here and an LED strip here. And they both work with the factory buttons. These ones are my prototypes that were soldered in, but these are my production model ones. And we're gonna see if they work without having to solder, and then they'll be available. As I said, if you're seeing this video, they worked. So first I'm gonna take a pry tool. Probably could get away with a butter knife, but up in the factory lights, which you will not want to have on because you'll burn your fingers when you're taking them out, you're gonna have to pry down and get inside of here, and there's a spot here and a spot here. If we can get both of them at the same time, then it should free us up. Okay, so that side's down, and we're just caught up on this one. There we go. Hopefully you don't break yours. I did not. Here's another one. So we'll get this side too. Seems like we got a slightly wider gap in the front than the back. Okay, there we go. So now up inside of there, you would take out your two bulbs. It's a bulb like this, except this is an LED version. It's got these two little detents that you press in and you twist it, and then it'll pull out. But back to it. Phillips. Also, this is live right now, so if you see this under here, if this tab touches that, it's going to short out. Plus, if you're touching it while your fingers touch it, you're going to burn your finger before the fuse blows. Ask me how I know. Phillips here. Phillips there. Not Phillips everywhere, because we're done already. Okay, so my existing one is soldered in. Alright, so you got your connector right here. You're going to press up with your finger and pull it out. That's going to free up the whole thing, and you're not going to have these wires coming off of it, because that's what I soldered into there. So I'm going to take out the one over here. This is not something you'll have to do either. Yours will not be soldered. So we'll go ahead and cut this one off. So you take this connector. Inside of here, you've got a backwards connection where this, which is connected to the center of the pin, which would normally be positive, is negative. So that's weird, but that's the way Lexus did it, so whatever. Now we're about to find out if I need to modify these or they came to me correctly. Damn it. Stop the video. So now that I've got the correct crimp on, only 99 to go, but that's my problem, not yours. So you take this end and you stick it behind the heat shield. You may have to push this up just a little bit to get behind there, but just pull it through. And then you'll take this connector and stick it on the curled one. You're gonna have to start off on a slight angle because it's bent, and then straighten out and kind of wiggle it down in there well as you can get it. Then you take this spade, and there's a fold of metal on this connector, and we're just going to get right in between it. And press it in, and that's it. Now you can install it back in the car. All right, back to it. So take this strip. Now feel up here, and you can notice there's a gap. You can actually stick your fingers in and pry it down a little bit. First thing we'll do is fish the wire. You can see it up through there. Okay, there it is. We have the wire through, and now we're just gonna slide it on over as far as we can, and we'll start on the inside and work our way out. So I tucked it underneath of there by prying down, and now I'm shoving it all the way over as far as I can because it gets extra tight over here. So the closer you can get to this side, the easier your life's gonna be. And then this is gonna get in the way of pushing it back. So ahead of time, you pull down, push back, push back, push back, all the way down the side. Whoopsie. Somebody's gonna think I'm mad at them. And it is normal that there's a bit of an obstruction over in this corner where it doesn't quite push back. You can just barely, if you're looking for it, see that there's a strip here. This video is being shot with my first attempt at these production ones that just came in. So we're gonna push these wires back up in there. However you can make it fit. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So we'll tuck this side in first. Push that side up. Then hopefully you didn't lose your 2 Phillips screws. Find those. Stick them in. Actually, before we do that, it might be a good idea to test them. Oh, now you know what exactly something else that I forgot to do. This is going to be another blooper. Might want to connect the power. Okie dokie. Push tab facing downwards, at least in mine. Your brand newer ones may vary, but this is the way it works on my 2002. Regardless of what this connector is, that doesn't matter because we're not connecting to the factory connector. Okay, we got this one, and we got this one. So we'll stick I mean, realistically, you should have it off while you do it, just in case you accidentally touch the tabs together. Why is my Phillips not working? I didn't have it lined up correctly, but now I do. So now I look like I know what I'm doing instead of an idiot. Spoke too soon. So I've literally lost the screw. I'm gonna have to take out the entire passenger seat just to get it. So try not to drop yours like I did. I'm just gonna move it over here to this side, the one remaining one that I do have, because I have no choice. Alright, so it looks like it would be better to put the screw in first. Okay, and then we'll stick the positive back where it goes. On the little side right here, making sure that this is off, because if you short it, you'll burn up your fuse. Now this should work. It does. So now I'm this side, that side. Okay. And now just pretend the other one's there, but I'm not putting that back until I dig out my screw. Okay, we got this one that works, that one that works. If we open the door, they both work. And then if we close the door and wait, it should time out. Actually, if I just take this out and hit the lock button, okay, they both faded, as you saw. $60 for the entire kit to do the whole thing, plug and play, no cutting wires. And then you just leave your lights out and then they work just like factory. This is the newest thing that's coming out. Let's step out of the car and look at it from the outside for a second. You can see in the blue tint, it actually puts a hue of blue on it. And if I turn off the car, shut the door and lock it, then you're gonna see it fade out. Eventually. Actually, no. Another thing for the bloopers, because I didn't turn it off inside. Alright, we'll see if I'm not a liar this time. Fade out.
Nice.
So that's what it is.